All right, you all said you were going to do it, but did you? Remember, you said 2012 was going to be the year you planned for that long-term retirement plan? Well, Richard Oshiro from Bank of Hawaii, he's going to help you do that if you haven't already. Richard, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, good to be back.
Okay, it sounds simple enough, but there's a lot that goes into it. How do we start working on that long-term retirement plan?
Okay, the first thing to do is ask yourself 3 basic questions to set the framework for what you need to do to get to your retirement nest egg. The first one is, how you want to live in your retirement, right? What's your lifestyle like? The best thing to do is probably look at your current spending and budget. Some experts say you can probably cut back because of work-related expenses, maybe no mortgage. But the reality is that those expenses might actually be replaced by medical expenses and long-term care expenses. The second question to ask yourself is, when do you think you want to retire? And of course, the earlier you retire, the longer your money has to last. And speaking of longer periods, longevity is actually a key factor in the equation. If you look around your family, your auntie, uncle, and tutu live in a very long time, you should probably plan on living just as long or maybe even longer than them.
Yeah, and that would be a good thing.
Absolutely.
But we have to be able to afford that. So once we have those numbers, what do we do?
Okay, you take those answers to the 3 questions, go to the internet, find the retirement planning calculator, you plop them in, and it'll give you a pretty good ballpark number to shoot for. And don't be surprised at the size of the results.
Okay, so how big are we talking here?
Okay, let's say you're 70.
Okay.
Right, and you want to keep the same $40,000 to $100,000 lifestyle that you used to. You have to have to your name somewhere in the ballpark of between $900,000 to $2.3 million of cash flow and savings to get to 100 years old.
Okay, it sounds like a lot of money.
Yeah, and it is.
And for someone starting out, just beginning a career, not making that much money, how do you start planning for that? Okay,
well, let's stop and rewind the tape a little bit. Let's say you're 30 years old now, just starting your career. If you'd like to get to a $40,000 lifestyle in retirement, you'd have to save roughly about $860 a month. And if, of course, you want the $100,000 lifestyle, you're looking at saving, let's call it $1,250 a month. And in both scenarios, you need to earn roughly an annual rate of return of about 7%.
Okay, there's a lot to digest here. Obviously, there's a lot more questions. So you guys have a solution to that. If they want to learn more about this, you guys have some seminars, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have seminars all February. And people should go to the website and sign up and then learn more about how to get to comfortable retirement.
All right, Richard Oshiro, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have all the information about this going to be on our website, HawaiiNewsNow.com. In the meantime, you guys stick around for more. You're watching Sunrise on Hawaii News Now.